Testing one, two, three. We will be in just a few moments. It's a few minutes. We will be going on Baddest Sports Show podcast in the D South, New Orleans Saints, home of the New Orleans Saints, home of the New Orleans Pelicans. The morning edition. We will be going on in just a few. Welcome to the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Remember to find us on Twitter, Facebook, and now TikTok. Okay, so you guys can actually see us on TikTok as well. So you can follow on TikTok, and you can also follow us on Twitter, and you can also follow us on Facebook. Yes, we're just branching out just a little bit more so we can give you the best of the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. We are not like other content creators. No, we are, you know, we just tell it like it is. We say what's on our mind. And, if you are a holier than thou person, this may not be the content for you because there are some cursing that goes on in a Baddest Sports Show podcast. So we do not eliminate people's feelings. There's no rules and regulation as far as that. Okay, as long as it's not derogatory to the people on the panel and the disrespect to each other, we don't mind you guys expressing yourself. Okay. Um, as you can see, I'm by myself right now, and I am the co-host of the Baddest Sports Show podcast, the father of the host, Everett 504. And today, you know, we're getting ready. We're getting ready to play a crucial game of the season. I've probably been saying this. I said this last week. And we ain't got too many fans that's probably going to be here because they have given up. There's a lot of people who pretty much don't see the Saints as moving on. Okay, they have given up on the season, given up on they just want to see people give negative content. And over here, I'm just not putting too much negative comments. Okay, the link will be in the chat as soon as EJ come in. If you go to Messenger, you can see it. You can come on through Messenger. Go to Facebook Messenger, and you should be able to come on. Okay, so just go to your Facebook Messenger. Derek, I think I sent you a Facebook message. Okay, so basically, what you guys got to understand, I have not given up. I'm a Saints fan. I'm a diehard New Orleans Saints fan, and I still with a 5-6 record. And yes, Atlanta has a lead on us because of winning, but they're 5-6 too. And anything happens in football. And I'm just telling you, the Saints have a chance to beat the Detroit Lions. They play down to the competition, and historically, they seem to play up against competition. Okay, down to the competition, up against the competition. If that make any sense, okay. Um, that's just me being a historical New Orleans Saints fan who knows about the history of the Saints. The Saints used to play very well against the 49ers. They will play bad against the Falcons. That's just the historical issue of the Saints, okay? So I think the Saints are going to come to play. I think that the veterans in the locker room are going to come to play. I think that they're not going out like that. I just don't believe that they're going out like that. Not me. Not me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And for many people who have given up, you know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand, and that doesn't mean you're not a Saints fan because you don't have high hopes in this organization and this football team. I don't blame you for not having hopes for this football team. Some people are like, show me. You got to show me better than talk. And I think the Saints, there's no more talk. I don't think Saints fans want to hear from Derek Carr. I don't think Saints fans want to hear from Dennis Allen because there's nothing that they can say that's going to rectify anything with this football team. There's nothing that they're going to do to change the minds of Saints fans unless they win. You put up or you shut up. And that's just the way it is. There's no coulda, woulda, shouldas in football. And that's just the bottom line. There's no coulda, woulda, or shoulda in football. The bottom line is, and let me tell you something. There are some fans that are making narratives that's going around making narratives. Some podcasters are making things out of stuff that there isn't. Saying, putting words in players that they're not saying. I seen a podcaster, and I ain't gonna call his name out, and he's a great podcaster, man. He's one of the greatest ones out here. But he went on to Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas was Jameis Winston was taking a picture with a fan who had a Michael Thomas jersey on. He was taking a picture with a fan who had a Michael Thomas jersey on. And he said, this sums it up, Saints fans. By having Michael Thomas in that picture, that means, and Michael Thomas liking that picture and was parading that picture, Michael Thomas had to come back and reply to that podcast and say, don't read nothing to this. I was only talking about the fan who wore my jersey. We got to stop the narratives, fans. I understand your dislike, and I'm gonna see if I can share more. Give me 1 second and see if I can get more people on. I don't, of course, we're not gonna have too many people who show up here when we're losing. We're not gonna have the same amount of fans when we're losing. That's just the bottom line. I'm not gonna expect the same group of people to be up here when we're losing. It's okay because that shows me who the real Saints fans is. That shows me who quit on the organization. It is what it is. You got every right to root for your team. You have every right to quit, but I don't think you got a right to quit. That's just me. I don't think any Saints fan got a right to quit on the organization. That's just me. Okay? So give me 1 second. I don't know what's taking my son too long. I understand he have a co-host. So that's why he takes his time to get his butt here. Okay, Derek, if you're in the chat, have you went to Facebook yet? Get out of there. Have you went into Facebook yet? I can't put a link in the chat to EJ Come. Have you went to Facebook yet? Just give me 1 second. For those who, if you go to Facebook, you will be able to hit the link in the chat, okay? Get the link until EJ come. Do me a favor, call EJ. Is it? Remember, if you are trying to get in the chat, remember to hit the button. Just go over to Messenger. Just go over to Messenger. You will be able to come on in. Okay, EJ will be on in a few seconds. He will be on in a few seconds. Now, once again, we're playing the Detroit Lions. The New Orleans Saints is playing the Detroit Lions. And I would love your reaction in the chat. Do you think the New Orleans Saints have is it possible for them to defeat the Detroit Lions, or are you not going to watch the game? Let me know your vibes today. And I'm going to talk about yesterday's matchups. Unfortunately, the Tulane Green Wave did not advance. Tulane did not advance. They will not be one of the best five college playoff guys. They're not going to be a part of that New Year's Five. They're not going to be a part of that New Year's Five. They lost to SMU, but they will get a decent bowl. Probably, I'm kind of rooting for them to play LSU, bring back, and they're probably going to lose their head coach. The University of Houston is courting Willie Fritz. And looks like looks like Tulane will be finding a new head coach. That's pretty hard for this program that has been building 2 years of a powerhouse. Unfortunately, Tulane University is losing a good head coach. Of course, the ups and downs of the New Orleans Pelicans last night. The New Orleans Pelicans lost last night to the Chicago Bulls. I was very disappointed that they don't seem to figure out how to be bad basketball teams. So last night we didn't get the Pelicans to win. LSU did not play, so we didn't get a loss from LSU. And we're waiting on the Saints. I need my weekend just to get a little better. Okay, there's your host right there.
What's going on, Saints fans? It looked like my co-host was busy this morning with some cooking, I guess. But here's the link in the chat, folks. You know what it is. It's a Sunday. I don't even know why. Dang, man. Can't rely on my co-host, man. Got the Pels background on, man. It's the Saints, man. It's Sunday, man. Come on, now. Got to get with the program, man. But yeah, man, we back on here. What's going on, Derek? I see you in the chat, man. I put the link in the chat, guys. Y'all ready to come on? Come on in here, man. It's the Detroit Lions, man, and not the same old Detroit Lions that we know of, man. This is a good team here that we're going to face today. Saints fans, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. Going into this game, if the Saints come out with this win, it would make me happy, but then it'll make me kind of upset on the inside a little bit, because it lets me know the type of potential we have as a football team and how great we can become as a football team. But nonetheless, I'll take the dub either way. But I'm just saying, this today, getting a win today would tell me two things about the Saints football team. The main thing as a Saints fan, though, you just want this team to come out and fight, play hard, and just put out the best product that they can, man. You don't want them to come down here and lay down in their house against the Detroit Lions, a good Detroit Lions football team, man. You gotta give it to these guys in Detroit, man. They done set up and put up a culture in there that is finally turned around in Detroit. I know Detroit fans are really excited about this team, man, and they can't wait for the future, man. Not just the future, the now, man. They really feel like they could go far. Jared Goff and David Montgomery, Mr. St. Brown. They got some players out there. They got some dogs out there this morning, man. So, every 504, man, what have you been talking about so far?
Well, I covered a couple of things, but let me tell you something. I understand. Saints fans are upset about Atlanta, but Atlanta is your division opponent. And you can just ask the Detroit Lions about division opponents. The Detroit Lions seem to botch against the Green Bay Packers. The Detroit Lions botched one of them games against the Chicago Bears. Okay, so I understand that What Detroit has three losses this year. They're not invincible. I understand that you're mad at your football team. I understand you're mad at the coach. I understand these things. Don't get me wrong. I understand the whole ordeal in the matter. I understand. But the thing is, you're not gonna. It seems as though they're not watching football anymore. It seems as though they're not gonna see. Let me tell you something. I seen some of the people who come into our chat. Some of the people. That's how I know you can always understand who's a part of the team. I mean, part of our team. You know what I'm saying? You see the ones who be here all the time, loyal every week. You see the ones who come when they want to come. It's only when they, you see these things. Now, it's always critical times. Saints fans should be here all the time, no matter if they bad, no matter if they good, no matter how frustrating it is. I don't understand, bro. Maybe I'm an older Saints fan, and I
Well,
know what it's like. It's just to me, I don't see the energy. You don't have to have energy. You could be upset and be here, but the thing is,
well,
be here.
well, look, I agree to you with you that on it. To an extent, I just feel like some Saints fans, and this is not the old mindset anymore. This is new generation Saints fans. This is Saints fans that just does not want to see losing anymore. Now, and which is
You
fine
think
and
we want to
everything.
see losing, Derek? Do we, Derek? I think we cried, huh, Derek?
Yeah,
I think
look,
we cried. I don't think none of
That's
us want
fine.
to see
That's
losing.
fine and all what y'all done in the past. But I'm talking about my
We're not
generation
going
of
to
fans.
stop. Look at this
Look,
podcast, man. Look at this
you can
podcast
look.
this morning.
You
You
can't.
cannot tell me that from watching the podcast, you not just this podcast. I've been watching other people podcasts as well. It's not even nobody is showing up as much as they was, and I understand that they dislike, and I understand the pain that they're going through, EJ. But at the end of the day, I don't like Carr. Oh, I want this one. Don't you know that one of the podcasters said this, and I ain't gonna call his name. He went out there, even went to the desperate to go on to Michael Thomas podcast. Did you know he went to Michael Thomas? I mean, a profile on Instagram. Took a picture of Jameis Winston, screenshot Jameis Winston, and a fan who was wearing number 13. Did you know that he took that screenshot that fan? The fan, Michael Thomas said he would have to reply to. He said this sums it up. The person said this sums it up. Saints fans, and assume what he was the legend is it sums it up that Michael Thomas is co-signing for Jameis Winston. Well, Michael Thomas went back and replied and said, "You're reaching. I was only talking about the fan wearing my jersey." You understand? So we have gotten to reporting, and we're reporting just to reach, just to get content, and it's stupid to me. Go
Well,
ahead. You're talking for these players, and the players are not feeling the same way.
well, look, that's understandable. We can point up a bunch of instances like that. That's like Alvin Kamara when he kind of froze up in the interview, and a lot and Saints fans took that little that frozenness of him in that interview when they asked him about Derek Carr, and they took it as, oh, he doesn't like Derek Carr and he wants to see somebody else as the quarterback and everything like that. Fans are gonna do that and everything like that. So I mean, at this point, every 504,
I expect fans to do that, not podcasters, not people reporting on the Saints. That's what I don't. I don't.
look. Believe it or not, podcasters and journalists and all these people out there, they are fans too. They're not just podcasters and journalists. They act like I'm over here podcasting and being a journalist out here. Like I'm still a fan at the end of the day. I'm still a Saints fan. So they're gonna do that regardless. At this point, every 504, I just feel like it's unnecessary at this point to worry about what Saints fans gonna do. Saints fans are just gonna be who they are, who they've always been. They're gonna sit there and cry and pout when we lose and not show up and do all these things and until the Saints win. That's just the reality of the situation. Okay, and that's fine. You can do that. I'm not telling you not to do that. The Saints, you expect a better product out there on the field. The Saints needed to win. That's just point blank and the truth of it. You know, you got to win at some NFL football games with this roster. You know, like this is frustrating. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and get mad at fans because they don't want to see the Saints lose. I mean, I mean, come on now. Look, that's them on the end of the day. Me personally, I'm gonna still watch. I'm gonna still do my podcast. I'm gonna still talk about it. I'm gonna still do what I gotta do and everything. I'm gonna hope for a win every Sunday. Now, look, today I agree with you saying that it looks like a lot of Saints fans are giving up. Well, hey, that's fine. Believe it or not, the reality of the situation is the Saints still have a shot in this division. Okay. You can never sit there and think that the Falcons just have it in the bag. Okay, the Falcons can choke in okay, they can choke in any game. Okay, really running today with the New York Jets. Okay, and the Jets aren't even that good of a football team, but I can tell you right now, don't hold yourself. Don't hold your horses too high, Falcons fans, because I'm telling you, the Jets could easily win that football game.
Yeah, because the Jets have a defense. EJ, the Jets have a defense.
Yes,
as long as they have a defense, and as long as you let me tell you something. I think Ritter threw like 2 interceptions against the Saints. We should have won the game. Despite ourselves, we lose this football game on our.
We know that.
It's not like teams are just outright beating us. We're outright beating ourselves, and until we learn, and I understand what you're saying, Master, but you frustrate me on a lot of things by you being a Philadelphia fan because you're I just can't take it. Okay, so I understand what your logic, some of the stuff that you're saying. We watching the football team differently than what you're seeing, and I understand it. You're seeing it on a base. We seeing that we still have a talented football team, and we see that a lot of issues with the Saints is coaching. It's not so much player, it's coaching. So if we can just get coaching to start putting players in the right position, we can beat a Detroit. I didn't like your pick.
I have a question.
I feel like quarterback. Hold up. I feel like the quarterback that we're playing, we play quarterbacks when we play the type of quarterbacks that's scrambling. We have trouble with quarterbacks like you got. We don't have. Hold up, brother. Now I have some. What you can't do is come over here and overtalk.
Correct.
Now, what I'm saying is, when we play scrambling quarterbacks, we have issues with scrambling quarterbacks.
Right.
Pocket quarterbacks, we actually play well against pocket quarterbacks. It dated all the way back to Tom Brady. We built this team around to beat Tom Brady. Now we're playing athletic quarterbacks. We don't have the scheme, and that's what's been messing us up. The scheme has been messing us up. Not controlling the lanes of guys who are gashing us up the middle. The Saints are playing a guy like Goff, Jared Goff. Watch the Saints contain a Jared Goff better than they chain a Desmond Ritter. Watch you see the difference.
Okay, I got a question for you. What did I say? What did I say in the video?
You basically you picked this dominant win from the Detroit. You picked this dominant win for the Detroit Lions. I know why you're here.
Because of coaching. If you really go back and look at
I don't know why you're here. We over here of optimism.
I said coaching.
We're optimistic about our football team. We don't want to hear about we getting dominated.
I didn't say that. First of all, my video was clearly talking about the schedule. Understand that. Secondly, when I said that the Saints has been very disappointing because they have the right pieces.
We don't get blown. We don't get blown out at home.
You're being biased right now. And I don't know. You're being biased.
You can't be biased to get mad at somebody because somebody believes.
Well, I'm not going to have somebody else fan base come on.
No. You put words in my mouth.
And I don't care what friend that is.
Every 504, you put words in my mouth. I never talked about the players, about their performance. I said the coaches and them being out-coached. Because that's the reason why I feel that the Lions will win. Because they're being out-coached. I said the poor coaching. I said you guys have the right pieces. Understand what I'm saying? Not one time I talked about y'all players. I said in that video, it's the coaching. It's the coaching. Dennis Allen has messed y'all up completely. Okay? And you go back and look at those videos. I even said it. Y'all supposed to have won those games. You got outcoached against Green Bay in the second half.
Now,
You
we
got
talked
outcoached
about
against
the teams. We talked about the quarter. I told you when we play certain football teams with pocket quarterbacks, and you're playing or scrambling. Our Achilles heel with Dennis Allen has been running quarterbacks, and it started since your quarterback. It started since Jalen Hurts. It
correct.
started a long time ago. These effects that we have on defense has started with you guys. We haven't found the way how to stop running quarterbacks, and that's been a problem.
And I understand that, but every 504.
But you're not planning on running quarterback today.
Listen, I never said that. But y'all reason of being outcoached is going to be a huge issue because you know why? You know why? Because you guys sometimes do not put y'all players in the key situation when y'all need to. You guys
okay. We're gonna move on from the outcoach shit. Go ahead, EJ. We're gonna move on to Saint stuff.
Well, hang on. First of all, every 504, you can't just cut that man out while you talking. First, what you're doing is you getting upset with him because he's not agreeing that the Saints are gonna beat the Detroit Lions, basically.
That's not what I'm. That's
the
not
whole
what. There's
thing.
a lot
Why
of us
can't
are
you
getting
listen
kind
to
of.
it?
Look.
Why can't
I'll
you
let
listen
the
to what
fans
he's saying?
decide.
He's
I'll
saying
let the
something
fans
valid.
decide. You go ahead.
He's saying something valid. I mean, look.
Hold on. Just like you've been a quarterback, I coached this game too, and I coached the new era. Okay,
let me tell you something, young man.
I've coached the new era. I coached 5 stars.
Listen.
I coached 4 stars.
Before you were in diapers.
I'm a
Don't
coach
tell me
now.
nothing about what's going on. Before you was even born, I was coaching. Okay,
and I'm coaching now. It's nothing you got against me that's saying I can't coach.
One of my first prodigies was Jacoby Jones from the Baltimore Ravens.
And I coached Aiden Williams, who's number 1 5-star, number 1 ranked receiver.
You just started, young man. Please,
that's fine. That's fine. And
you're just starting.
Let my statistics do the talking. And I'm gonna allow my statistics to do the talking.
Be respectful.
You be respectful as well.
Go ahead.
Because you're not understanding.
Look, I ain't got time for this shit.
What the freak? How you gonna get mad at that man because he disagreeing with you, man? You can't do that.
He ain't gonna be yelling with me.
We can't do that. Like, first of all, he wasn't being disrespectful to you. He was doggone disagreeing with you that the Detroit Lions can beat the New Orleans Saints. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you this, that, and this is mainly directed towards you, that you have to take it with the grain of salt and the grain of reality right now. Okay, a lot of Saints fans, including Eagles fans out there, and Master Davis, like a lot of people out there are not going to agree with what you're saying. A lot of people are not feeling good about the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints.
You think I'm feeling good about the team?
They are a mediocre.
Do you really think I feel good about the team?
They are a mediocre.
I'm asking you a question. Could you honestly believe that I feel good about the team?
But I'm gonna ask you. Let me ask you this though: Are the Saints a mediocre football team to you right now?
Yes.
Okay then. So why are we sitting?
But it just feels a little bit more better when you got somebody that's the enemy telling you. It don't feel. I understand what Saints fans were saying. When it's your own family telling you, you cool. But when it's somebody on the outside telling you, it just feels a little bit more bad.
Well, look, like I said, he's a regular that show up in here and say the same old.
Man, he don't be yelling. He don't be yelling either.
Look, well, you got loud with him. You cut him off and everything like that, man. You can't do that and expect somebody else to not go ahead and come back at you, man. Look, like I said, and like King World is saying, you showing your bias. You
bias about what? Bias about what? The bottom line to this point, the Saints have not played to the ability. They have been terrible. Well, to this point, coaching has let us down. We know that. But the whole point was, if you'd have saw the brother post, he acting like I mean, for optimistic Saints fans to hear another guy say, "Hey, basically we're gonna get blown out in the dome." I don't feel we're gonna get blown out.
If he believe that the Detroit Lions are gonna win the football game today, then that's his opinion. Then you have a different opinion on that. And I guarantee you, there's a bunch of Saints fans today that we're discussing in this podcast that believe the same thing that he's believing. That the Detroit Lions are going to win this football game today.
Oh yeah,
I want you to realize that and take this with a grain of salt. In reality, that Saints fans are not with you today. Okay, we are. There's
Oh,
a
I
few
know. I know.
percent.
I'm a small amount.
There's a few percent.
I know I'm a small amount.
There's only a few percent that believe the Saints are going to win today. Okay, so look.
I understand that I'm a very let me tell you something. I'm a very small a part of the group that believe that this team going to win today. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. But the whole thing is that when you get this kind of energy from somebody else, I understand what you're talking about. But certain energies that I feel when we down, you're not gonna look. I'm not gonna have somebody who kick us while we down. I ain't gonna have it. Not over here.
He wasn't kicking us while
Well,
he's
maybe,
down.
I got it wrong.
He
Well,
gave
maybe I
his
got it wrong.
he
Well,
gave
maybe
his,
I got it
he
wrong.
gave his opinion about what this particular game. He didn't say nothing about a game after this.
But he was now. Hold up. Now let me ask you a question. He was cutting me off, and that's what made me get teed with him.
Because you were saying
no, I was talking, and then when
weren't
he
true.
gets his talking turn, you tell me this all the time. Don't cut people off. If he's cutting me off, he has to be able to sit back and say, "Hey, let him finish," and then I can go ahead and critique what he says.
That's fine.
But then he already aggravated me by cutting me off. I was bringing up the fact that we are lousy against running quarterbacks. We are terrible against running quarterbacks, but we seem to play better against pocket quarterbacks.
That's
but
fine.
he tended to cut me
off.
off.
Let me tell you this too, that look, just because we play better against a pocket quarterback don't mean we're gonna win the football game either. Okay, we have to do a lot more things than just play good against Jared Goff today. Okay, we need to go ahead and make sure we score some damn points offensively. That's the main thing today that we need to be talking about. Okay, you keep bringing up the point about Jared Goff and he's a pocket quarterback and we play good against pocket quarterbacks. Well, hell, look, we haven't scored no damn points. We scored field goals all game against the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, so we need to go ahead and be real right now and talk about the whole full platform about how we need to get this win today. Okay, it starts.
I don't think we got to that.
It starts offensively, first of all.
I don't think we got to that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We need to score a touchdown. Okay. All right. Number two. Okay. We need to go ahead and make sure that every weapon is getting the damn ball. Chris Olave needs to be getting the damn football today. Okay. He is good to go today. He is out of the concussion protocol. He's ready to go. Alvin Kamara needs to be touching the football today. Okay. Taysom Hill needs to be touching the football today. Jimmy Graham needs to be active. I haven't even checked the injury report today, but he better be damn active today. If he's not, you might as well cut his ass. Cut him. Cut his old ass right now, because there's no excuses for him not to be out there on the football field. Okay. Defensively, like I said, we play better against a pocket quarterback, but at the same time, too, this pocket quarterback, Jared Goff, has been playing very well this season. Okay, so we need to guard the tight end. His favorite target is the tight end, Mr. Laporta. Okay, you need to guard Laporta. Somebody needs to go ahead. One of the safeties, Marcus May in particular, needs to go ahead and step up and then guard the tight end. Okay, DBs. I'm telling y'all, St. Brown is a really great receiver in this NFL. He's actually slept on. I'm just telling you, Debo needs to go ahead and get ready to play, okay? Because a lot of us in Saints Nation hypes him up and talks about he needs to be a Pro Bowl corner and everything because he made a couple of interceptions this year. Well, show me today. Show me that you can play against Mr. St. Brown today, okay? Also, the run game. We have had a problem all season long. Defensive line. I don't know what the hell y'all need to y'all gonna do, but y'all need to step up. We just lost Jason Pierre-Paul to the Miami Dolphins, which I don't hold.
I don't
fault him on that. I really don't.
Well, I don't fault the Saints. I don't think he made an impact with the Saints. I think at his age, I could afford to lose that kind of guy. That's not really. I'm not making an excuse, but I don't. I don't think nobody was excited about Jason Pierre-Paul. Okay, nobody.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm just telling you right now, he made that decision to go ahead to Miami because
he didn't make the decision. Miami took him off.
Well, he had to agree with that.
He said that.
He had to agree to go sign over there and get off of the practice squad. So look, I'm just telling you right now, He made that decision in himself because, first of all, he looked at the Miami Dolphins and he looked at the New Orleans Saints and he said to himself, who's the better football team right now? Well, damn it, the Miami Dolphins right now are the better football team. So, of course, he made a decision based off of who was the better football team. Okay, you can't fault him off of that. But I'm just telling you right now, somebody on this damn defensive line needs to step up. Cam Jordan, your old ass, needs to go ahead and get a sack. Okay? Cam Jordan, you're active today. You've been battling an injury from last game. I'm just telling you, bro. Like this the way you finish the rest of this season, Cam Jordan, is gonna determine whether we move forward with you. Yes, we signed the contract, the extension with him, and gave him all that money, but it still don't exclude him from getting cut next year. Okay, so I'm just saying that Cam Jordan needs to go ahead and show me something, or he's gonna be on the verge of retiring come next year. Yeah, okay. I need to see Brian Perceive, Ricky. I haven't seen you since the first part of the season get in the backfield this year. Okay, I need to see Colin Saunders. Okay, you started out really well this season. Get in there. Come on, man. We make jokes about you and you have fun on the offensive end to go block somebody. Damn it, go hit somebody on the defensive end. Okay? I need to see more from Granderson. Granderson, you had a great first half of the season. You're quiet now. I have not heard from you in a while. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks now. Okay? Somebody on this damn defensive line needs to come up to play. Isaiah Foskey, I've been waiting on you all season long. It's your time to play. Go ahead and make a play today. Okay? We're not just talking about Saints fans that it's just one point or one part in this football game today. Like the Saints need to go ahead and play all 4 phases of the football game correctly today. And I'm saying offensively, defensively, special teams, man, and coaching. Four ways. All 4 of these ways, they need to be playing well today. Okay, coaching, at this point, Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael, y'all need to go ahead and find it within yourselves to not be outcoached today by this Lions coaching staff.
All right, one thing. Number one is Derek Carr. Derek Carr, and I hate to put it on one guy today, but Derek Carr is the guy that has to step up in this football game. Derek Carr has to show the leadership that he has not showed all year. EJ, Derek Carr, the number one person that needs to show the Who Dat Nation, you got that money, you started off slow, there's no excuses for you. You got, we tired of having your back. We're making excuses, holding you down. We tired of the everything that you you don't want your feelings getting hurt. No, you got to step up. I'm tired of hearing the Jameis fans. I'm tired of hearing everybody else. No, you got to step up. There's no excuses for Derek Carr. Derek Carr got to outplay Jared Goff. If we're going to win this football game, Derek Carr has to outplay Jared Goff. That's the whole point of view. From this point on, you got 3 straight home games. If you win this game, you win the other 2, you're putting yourself in position to be competing. It's Derek Carr or nothing. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm going to just
say, that's asking for a lot.
I'm going to say, man, I'm sorry I had so many little technical glitches this morning. Right. But, man, I feel your pain, nephew. I feel with Everett saying, man, it just you just don't want to go back to what we used to be, man. And I feel like we're heading in that direction. As much as I love these boys, man, like I said, I got my whole man cave painted. You know, that's paint ain't just easy to get on the wall, black and gold, man. And the dedication and the love we putting into this team, we need to be reciprocated on that, man, because the product, I ain't asking them to be Super Bowl every year, but these past 2 years has been a disgrace. I'm not happy. I still love them. I'm gonna still ride with them. Somebody say something bad about them, but man, they got to put something. They got to put up or shut up today. It's got to be today. We've been giving them too many chances. Every week we talk ourselves off the ledge. We say we're gonna keep supporting. We're gonna keep supporting.
Yeah.
But if the product was decent, I wouldn't mind fighting for a 7-6 record or whatever. If they were just fighting, they just not even fighting. Guys walking off the field talking about they hurt and they ain't hurt. We all know Chris Olave ain't hurt. We all know these boys ain't hurt. And then, they just don't want to play for this team. They don't feel no confidence. Mike with the sub tweets, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's just falling apart right in front of us. And if they don't get it together, bro,
once again, don't overread the subtweet. Just like Mike had to reply to a podcaster, he had said that y'all are reaching on my tweets. He said that was what they did. He had a tweet that one of the podcasters went in and said this sums it up. When there was a Jameis Winston and a fan. The fan had a Michael Thomas jersey on. So by Michael Thomas said that it was giving praises to the fan, not to Jameis Winston. And then the podcaster said that sums it up, like that was like he wanted a quarterback change. And Michael Thomas went back to reply and confront the podcaster and said, "You're reaching. I was talking about giving shout out to the fan who wearing my jersey and supporting me. We got to stop talking for the players. The players are not saying anything. We just can't assume because of tweets that's what they feel. We
Well,
can't
we
do
could
that."
go. We could go with that. We could go with that. But your body language tells me everything. And I told
Well, I
y'all.
mean, what's your body language? You're not playing. You're hurt. What's your body
Come on,
language?
man. Come on, man. You know it. All right, let's take this. Since you saying it like that. Derek Carr went out there all beat and bruised. Every time one of these boys get hurt like Olave, all them boys, you'll never see them. They got to take 2 games off, and they all this bro. Derek, but I'm talking about if you hurt and you really severely, sometimes you could play through injury. You done played through injury where your back might be a little stiff, but these boys not even. I'm talking about.
Is Chris Olave playing today?
I didn't see his name on the report.
No, you didn't see it, but Chris Olave had a week.
Today,
this is what you're not understanding.
Why we got to fight when
Derek Carr had a bye? Listen, brother, Derek Carr had a bye week of a concussion that took him 2 weeks to get over his concussion. Now it's a possibility Olave plays today because he had a week to all the way. He's a game time decision. Don't assume if he's ready to play, he's going to play. So don't think Derek Carr. You're trying to make a notion that Derek Carr is playing hurt because he's trying to hurt the team.
No.
When they
Now
ready,
you
they're
put
going
words
to
in
play.
my mouth because I never said that. What I'm saying to you is I'm talking about the effort from the whole team. I ain't talking about just Derek Carr. I could care less about just Derek Carr. Okay, I'm talking about the whole team effort, man. I'm talking about if you look at like the motivation of the team just not there. Don't make when I say this, don't think I'm downgrading my team. I'm talking about what's going on these last 2 seasons as far as the motivation of this team and getting out there, getting after it. You taking it as like if somebody says something like, I feel like he not doing his best, that we don't love our team. No, I just feel like this particular player ain't doing his best. I feel like these boys are not really truly giving 100
for these coaches, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. But I don't think it's more of an indictment that they're not playing for the quarterback. I think more they're not playing for the coach. And
yes,
I think
that's what I'm saying.
And for people to say that Derek Carr is out here trying to get people hurt, that's just ridiculous. I don't think the man.
No. I'm not saying that. If that came across like that,
no, not you.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
I'm just saying that.
There's many Saints fans going around saying that Derek Carr is setting up the wide receivers to get hurt. He's deliberately throwing it. All quarterbacks. Jameis Winston threw some high balls that I remember Callaway. I don't know, at the goal line. That was like a Hail Mary at the goal line. Quarterbacks throw high balls and get
right. I'm not even looking all. Like bro. Every week I tell y'all, I just want to see some effort, bro. Because I know times you have bumps and bruises, bro. Like my high school team. Man, they started off winning every game. My son's high school team started winning every game in the beginning of the season. 3 major injuries, and they can't buy a win right now. So I understand that, but they fighting though. They not giving up. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I can deal with a loss if it's like 10-12. 6'5". You know, I'm just speaking numbers, but I'm just saying. But this is not. This is just like they don't give a good goddamn. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying, Derek. I'm be honest with you. Like you said, at this point, especially at home, in front of your fans and everything. Like, it don't matter who you playing, man. As long as they give an effort, man, and you do not want to see the damn Saints go out there against this Detroit Lions team and get destroyed, man, and get blown out there, man. Like they better show some type of effort today. Also, too, before I get into this next point,
Somebody got to mute their mic. We hearing background.
I finally seen the inactive list today. Jake Hayner, of course. Marcus May is out today. Cam Dantzler, Pete Werner is out today. Rashid Shaheed is out.
Big. That's big. Pete Warner out.
Kendra Miller is out today. And Nick Saldiveri, of course, is out today.
So that means Chris Olave is playing, right, EJ?
Yes, he's playing.
That sets up that. There's nothing against you, Derek, but that sets up narratives that just Derek Carr is just playing when you got a concussion. Players are going to, if they feel if they get over the protocol, they're going to play, man. That's just when I played ball. Y'all don't know I had a concussion plan, man. We didn't even have the scientific things that are going on right now. We played injured. It's football to us.
I must be honest with this too, y'all. More than anything, and I kind of referred to this earlier, y'all. Like the Saints fans, which I don't blame them. Like Saints fans show that they really care about their football team and they care about winning. Like the Saints fans are not gonna continue to go ahead and watch football games, or not gonna sit there.
What's up, Chris?
Come into these podcasts or come to the games or show up when they feel like the team is not playing the way they're supposed to play. And we're seeing that today. That Atlanta Falcons game hurt a lot of Saints fans. That is a big game for us. And that's reality.
I mean, you don't see Henry, you don't see Larry, you don't see Nas, you don't see a lot of people ain't showed up on the panel when we lose.
No, I don't think it's that. E. I know you won't take it like that, but I take it as
I talk to people on the phone, man. Go ahead.
Well, it's just a frustration. I'm gonna say it like this, being a fan, man. It's a frustration, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, even though, I know you're gonna tell me don't talk about it, but dog, he whatever he did, he built a consistent winner, regardless of how it started. He built a consistent winner. And
was it consistent? I mean, are you gonna tell the whole story?
Come on, you don't nitpick it, bro. We're not gonna nitpick it.
No, but see, this is where you do narratives. You keep saying it was consistent, and there were 3 years, the 79 seasons. I mean, gonna act like
I ain't never said that. Wait, I'm saying it still
consistency means you winning all the time.
Wait, 7. I'm saying, dog, but would you rather take that 7 and 9?
Well, we were 7 and 10 last year.
Wait, hold on. We were 7 and 9. Sean Payton 7 and 9 is totally different from a 7 and 10 Dennis Allen. Because you didn't. These boys ain't.
You're at home. What is so different?
Wait, they didn't. These boys, you saw a fight though. You saw the coach getting in their ass. You got to understand, bro. It's a difference, man.
It is a difference.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Dennis Allen is not getting in like you don't see on the sideline. Dennis Allen getting mad.
Losing is losing.
Like
no, man. That's a difference, man.
This dude,
it's a difference.
Like
it's a difference.
Out there on energy. Like he doesn't get no rise out of nobody, and you can see the difference in that. Like you can see with Sean Payton right now. Like he still has that fire in him when he gets.
He's an offensive-minded coach. He's an offensive-minded coach, very competitive. You got a defensive guy who just basically do your job. I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? So it's two different types of people. So I mean, that doesn't mean you're a great coach because you are a rah-rah guy. I watched a dude named Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh used to be just like Dennis Allen, just sit around. I mean, just watch and was quiet. There are many great coaches who won Super Bowls. Bill
But
Belichick
you
don't make a
looking
lot of
and see
noise.
that's why I'm gonna push back because you take it's a different generation because
No, I mean
it
we can
is
talk about
it,
now.
no
They
no no
got
no.
coaches right now
Let me
that
tell
are
you
not
now.
rah-rah guys,
I
and
disagree
they're
with you on
winning.
that. Wait, I disagree with you on that. I disagree because you got to look
You
at
want me
the
to
type
name
of
some?
that. Wait, listen. There's the type of character back then that's different from a kid and how these people are growing up now. Okay, these dudes that's coming into the league now, everything is computer based. They ain't had to go get it out the mud all the way. I'm talking about when you were growing up. You talking about when the Dawn Patrol, them boys grew up where they ain't had all their mamas and dad. These boys, some of these kids coming from 2-parent homes, bro,
So
and it's a
you said
totally.
all the coaches are animated like Sean Payton.
I ain't
Dallas
saying.
Cowboys. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy gets destroyed because he has that laid back attitude. He's not that Sean Payton type of guy. But
But
right now he has his
look at
team.
but you talking about his
But
coaches.
dude, you're talking.
His defensive coach is more animated than him. So that's where it comes from. You don't see nobody on on the
So you're
Saints
saying we
team.
need a person that's animated because
We need a
I can agree
person
with you.
that's not
Now listen. I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you. Maybe the offensive coordinator need to be more animated than the like you got like you got Dennis Allen's that guy, that laid back guy. Maybe you need that vicious offensive minded guy. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know what it is.
You know,
They
you
missing
might need two people. You
you
can't just say Dennis Allen, bro,
you
because these
missing
people have won championships like Dennis Allen.
wait, let me give you
Dennis
Bill
another
Allen,
look.
Belichick don't make a lot
we
of
got.
noise.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We didn't got to the point where you can't have one without the other. Dennis Allen, if Dennis Allen gets fired, or if Pete Carmichael gets fired, one or the other, they both got to be going
Right.
together. They
They
can't
got
be.
to go together.
They
I
can't
agree.
be sit there and
But I'm
all going.
saying, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, if you're going to keep Dennis Allen, if you were going to keep him, you got to have a guy that's animated. You got to have a guy that's aggressive. You got to have a guy that's going to go out there and be the person that he's not. Do you agree?
I can go with that for a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you this: Dennis Allen, since he's taken the head coaching job, has been more subdued at the head coaching position than he was when he was a defensive coach. When you go back when he was with Peyton, he was more lively. He looked like now he looks like, man, I don't want to fuck up, man, I don't want to mess up, man, I really don't.
So he's not being himself. That's what you're
Thank
saying.
you. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's scared to make a mistake, and the mistakes are coming.
Well, it goes back to this. I've said this a couple of podcasts before. Some dudes, like just can't handle the spotlight. Okay, look, Dennis Allen has been a great defensive coordinator all his career. But when it comes to being a head coach, he has not shown that he can take over a football team. You know, like just it is reality at this point. Same thing with Pete Carmichael. Okay, he's always been the behind the scenes guy. He finally got the limelight to be the actual offensive coordinator, and he's not showing the same things that he's shown when he's behind the scenes. You know, so it's just all about, are you built for that when it comes to your time, or are you not? And so far, both of these guys have not really stepped up to the plate when they're in the limelight. You know, so at this point, like I said, I know a lot of Saints fans ask this question, and a lot of Saints fans are kind of confused on that. If Dennis Allen somehow, some ways, makes these playoffs or wins out or whatever, he still gets to keep his job. I do not believe that in one sense. I do not. I think that Dennis Allen,
He got to win a playoff game in order for him to stay.
the only way he can save his job is winning a playoff game. That's how bad it has gotten. Okay, for Pete Carmichael, I think the writing is on the wall for Pete Carmichael.
Yeah, regardless
of however we finish up this season, I really feel like he's going to step down himself, or they're going to fire him themselves after the season is over.
Nah,
Okay?
he might go back into the Saints. He's still a good coach. He can go back doing what he used to do, just be a quarterback coach. I think he's just not a guy for play calling. Everybody is not. You can't tell me all of the years that Pete Carmichael's been in the NFL, he coached Drew Brees, and you're gonna tell me Drew Brees gonna say something bad about Pete Carmichael? He came with him from San Diego. The man didn't forget how to coach. He just don't know how to know how to play call. So that's different. Play calling and coaching is totally different things.
No,
He's a good coach as far as like a quarterback coach. Because if he wasn't, he wouldn't have been in the NFL this long.
It's just different when you in that limelight.
Trust me, Sean Payton will pick him up.
Well, hey, I wouldn't be mad at it. Look, Sean Payton has picked up all our little scraps, seem like, and it seems like it's been working out for him. They're on a little winning streak right now and everything. Over there, I don't, and I'm gonna say this to the comparison of Sean Payton and how he's doing compared to the Saints and everything. Like, y'all got to start that comparison, y'all, because a lot of y'all seem like y'all holding on and clinging on to Sean Payton and his love and everything. Don't get me wrong, I love Sean Payton, and he's gonna forever be, you know, my one of my favorite Saints head coaches of all time, just because of the fact that he brought us the Super Bowl. But y'all got to really let it go, okay? Because Sean Payton did not want to be here. Okay, it would be different if we just got rid of him ourselves and we didn't want him, but Sean Payton didn't want us anymore.
And that's the thing I try to tell Derek. That's the thing, EJ. I try to tell Derek. Derek, I understand your love for Sean Payton, but Sean Payton abandoned you, dude. And that's just like if you have a girlfriend or you have a wife and she just, and you know you love that wife or you love that girlfriend and she just cheat on you for somebody else and she leave you. Why are you so loyal to the person that walked out on you and you done nothing to that person? The Saints have given that man nothing but more, some of the top coaching as far as like the highest paid coaches in the NFL. The Saints have been loyal to him. So don't give me no pitiful stuff about Sean Payton. Much as you hate Dennis Allen is the coach right now. And I support Dennis Allen because he didn't quit on us. Okay?
Can I reply?
Dennis Allen.
Can I reply?
Before I give it to you there, I feel like the reason why Sean Payton didn't want us anymore, though, is he knew that the writing was on the wall for the New Orleans Saints. But
he put us in that situation, EJ.
Yeah,
he was a part of Mickey Loomis and the decisions that they made.
That's correct. That's correct. But got out.
We don't talk about this stuff.
He got out before it got bad. And let's just be honest here. Let's just be real about it. I know that's why I want Saints fans to know the difference here. I want Saints fans. Yes, we love him and he got us our Super Bowl, but he ran when things got bad. Okay, he knows that the Saints are in cap hell. He knows the Saints were trending down and are getting old. Okay, so the best thing
he couldn't get a quarterback. He couldn't replace a quarterback. That was the whole thing with Sean Payton. He could never replace Drew Brees. And the biggest blunder that he did, he should have aggressively jumped. Did what the 49ers did, aggressively went after Patrick Mahomes instead of waiting for a dude to fall in your lap.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson, the same thing with Lamar Jackson. He passed over multiple quarterbacks. He done that. And y'all want to blame the organization on the stuff that he done?
Yeah.
He picked Davenport, EJ. He went and traded up to go get Marcus Davenport from a small school like San Antonio. He done that.
Can I reply?
Marcus Davenport is the reason why we're in trouble right now.
Can I reply to that?
Go ahead, Derek.
Let me say this. I'm not in love with Sean Payton. I'm in love with winning. That's what I'm in love with. That's what I'm talking about. And you don't understand because it still has to correlate. I'm in love with that winning tradition that they built, regardless if it was just Sean Payton or Mickey Loomis or whoever it was. I'm talking about the winning tradition on and off the court.
You're not winning now because of him. He set us up to fail.
Dog, you got a whole.
He walked out on us and set us up to fail, dude.
What about this squad, though? You act like this squad ain't like this squad is trash.
He left a lot of dudes with contracts that he was trying to win, in one season. He was going for the big win. And this is the consequences for picking up multiple veterans and signing them to these big contracts that you
Now
cannot
you're
get out of.
contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself because
How?
because
He supported
this
that.
team, in the beginning of the season, you made everybody believe that this team is hella good. This team got too many goddamn
They
weapons.
are good, but they ain't.
Then why are we losing? You got
Because
too many
it's
weapons
a
on
multiple
offense.
things, brother. It's not just, it's a multiple things how you set up in football. You got to look at the salary cap. The Saints are years and years of hell. We're going to have to deal with numbers.
No,
we're gonna
you
have
tell
to
me
sit back
every
and lose
Saturday,
a couple of years
you
to
tell
be
me
great again.
No, you tell me every podcast. Let's not look into the future. So I'm looking at what you presenting to me right now. I'm looking
Because
at
I
this
have
year.
no choice.
But you got a winning team. You acting
How?
like this team
What makes them a
shitty.
winning team? What makes them a winning team, brother?
Dog, you see all these weapons.
What makes them a winning team?
Because they have too much talent, bro.
Most of the talent that you're talking about have not even played because they've been injured. They've been suspended. Go look at Michael Thomas.
Go
look at Michael Thomas. How many times? Let's talk about let's get to it, brother. Let's get to it.
Let's break it down.
About the facts. Instead of your feelings, let's talk about the facts that Michael Thomas has not been playing. Your talent hasn't played for 3 seasons. For 2 seasons, he has not played. Is that the coach's fault? Hold up now. We're talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy that has. Let's talk about Alvin Kamara, the suspension. Let's talk about multiple players that you're talking about are stars on this football team who have not been available. Look at the offensive line and turnovers on the offensive line, brother.
But dog,
look at the turnovers on the offensive line.
Is it the fan fault when you present something to me?
Who's blaming the fan?
Wait, let me finish, bro. You don't even let him make a point. What I'm trying to tell you is the whole season, I kept saying, bro, I think we got too many weapons. Y'all were like, nah, man, we ain't got enough. We ain't do. You went down the whole list of, especially on the offensive side, where we had so much talent.
On paper, if they're available, brother. If they're available.
What about the beginning of the season when Kamara was out? We still
in the beginning of the season, you didn't have Marcus May. You didn't have how many people we didn't have in the beginning of the season, EJ? We didn't have Alvin Kamara.
Hang on.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk facts. Let's not talk feelings. Talk facts.
I'm telling you facts, though. I'm giving you facts.
What we did was, and it's not just us. It was everyone. Everyone, and I'm talking about Saints podcasters, Saints journalists, Saints fans, like everyone. And we all psyched ourselves up, and we hyped this team up
on paper.
Okay,
you were the one who won.
I was a part of it.
It looked.
I did it last year.
Look, we all look, and I'm taking responsibility myself. I'm one of the ones that was.
I'm taking accountability.
On paper,
we were all wrong.
Sat there. And we looked at it and said, okay, given the schedule that we have this year, we should be able to win. We should be able to win.
We just thought that, huh, EJ? We generally thought because of the schedule, we were wrong. Right. We're here on the Baddest Sports Show Talk podcast. We were wrong.
But that's why it is said, though, that you got to play the football games. Games aren't played on paper.
These other teams got pride. These other teams got pride. This is the National Football League, brother. Just like I told you, Derek, the Saints got pride. You think everybody's going to pick against the Saints. And the Saints got pride. You think Detroit fans are sitting here? Detroit fans you think they're going to overlook the Saints? Some of them will. But let me tell you something. On any given Sunday, your team can beat another team. I won't be surprised the Saints win today. You would.
That's true. That's true. I wouldn't be surprised about it. I really wouldn't. That any given Sunday, whether the team has been bad or good, regardless of what you've done all season long, any given Sunday in the NFL, or we could talk about college football, Friday night football, whatever. Regardless of how bad or good you've been playing throughout the season, you can beat a football team. Okay. Well, I hate the fact that we always base things off of records and on paper and what it looks like and everything. But if we're going to go off of what today's game is, the Saints have a chance today. But are the Saints going to go ahead and play well in all 4 phases of the game? That's going to be the thing. You know, like
who fault? Who? Okay, so as a fan, who fault is that if I'm upset because they're not playing to the
Nobody's
best of it?
faulting you, brother.
But you get upset when when people get disgusted with
I get
them.
upset because the hopelessness. Y'all act like it's not possible for the Saints to turn things around. And that's the hopelessness that makes me upset. It's not that you feel what you feel right now, brother. I'm not against your feelings. You have every right as a Saints fan. You are a paying Saints fan. You have been to multiple games. I have seen you go to Pelican fans. I mean Pelican games. I can never take away your sainthood. I can never take the investment that you put in this organization. But what I'm saying is to sit there and say that it's over with when we don't know. We don't know. If I knew it was over with, I would call it. I'll tell y'all don't watch no more of these podcasts. I'll tell y'all this, it wouldn't make sense for y'all. But I'm not going to tell you that because I'm going to always be optimistic as a Saints fan that we have a chance. If you don't like that, this ain't the content from you.
No, but what I'm saying, I don't think I have an issue with you saying that, hey, I still believe. We've been believing for 50-something, 60-something years. I don't care about that part of it. What I'm saying to you is, as a fan, these last 2 particular years has me like, man, what the hell going on? And I'm looking at, even like y'all said a few minutes ago, even if you take Kamara and Michael Thomas out, we still had at least so many other people that could have scored. That's what I'm saying, man.
Let's bring back last year. I want to bring back last year.
Well, hang on.
When he brought back last year, he brought about the coach last year. Did the coach have his quarterback last year? Was Jameis hurt? Was Jameis hurt last year? Because if you had Jameis Winston, the last 4 games we in the playoffs.
That's true.
No.
I just don't believe it.
You see, when I played the devil's advocate and I show you this, they won 7 games with the dude not playing. So what makes you think if they would have played him, what makes you think they couldn't have got in, bro?
So let me ask you this: was he hurt them last 7 games?
He was hurt. He was,
or was
still
his coach?
back.
Or his coach was hurt. He was hurt. Or was
the
his
coach.
That's a conversation. Hey, that's a conversation. That's a conversation we're gonna have in the post game show, y'all.
And I definitely will be here. Don't be late. Don't get twisted. Don't get twisted.
I mean, we talk about this man, but he has never had a stable quarterback. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest to yourself. Now today, it's his fault. It's his fault because he picked Derek Carr. Picked Derek Carr, and if this ship goes down, he needs to be fired.
It's 11:56, y'all. It's getting around that time, y'all. Oh no, for prediction time, you know what it is. Y'all know. Leave it in the chat
right,
if y'all not on here with us on a panel. But look, MVP and final score of the game. So I'm gonna go ahead. Every 504, what you got, man?
I hate this final score because I'm not going to pick against the Saints, especially not us being too close. Okay, look, man, look Saints 28, the Detroit Lions 24.
Okay,
I got a wild game. The Saints finally beat a good team.
Okay,
and my MVP for this game, you know what, man, I'm gonna go with Chris Olave. I think Derek Carr and Chris Olave finally connected. Yes, last week they showed me something, both of them. Even though he threw that interception at the goal line, Chris Olave gonna have another big game, y'all. I don't think nobody gonna stop him. Go ahead.
I got you. All right, Derek, what you got, man?
Man, I got it. 24-23 Saints win by 1, and I think
Woody. I don't care what you saying, boy.
Alvin Kamara gonna keep us in. He's scoring 2 touchdowns.
Okay. All right. I like the positivity. I like it. Y'all.
You like Alvin? When has Alvin? That's why I asked y'all too. When has Alvin had a broken out game, y'all?
Yeah.
This might be the broken out game because Chris Alvin's alone not playing.
We've been waiting on Alvin to finally get. I've been picking him.
I'm still wait.
You talking about this year? You talking about this year?
He's been non-existent.
Yeah.
Y'all,
I'm going 24-21 3-point game. The Saints barely pulled this one off.
We love you, right, Woody?
And I think for my MVP, I'm going for the leader on the defense, y'all. I'm going Demario Davis, man. He's due one. He's due a good game, man. I need to see him get the defense right.
MVP?
Yeah, as my MVP.
What is he gonna do to do?
I need
What are you
Demario
gonna do?
Davis.
Pick up a fumble? What are you gonna do? EJ pick up a fumble and run it in?
Well, hold on. I need. Well, first of all, as the MVP, let me tell you something. Demario Davis can affect the game in a lot of ways, man. Y'all don't realize.
I mean, he got to stop that run game.
That's what I'm saying.
That run game.
Stopping that run game. Get the sack today. Maybe get an interception today. You know, I feel like he's going to impact the game today in some certain way of that fashion, y'all. But
wait, hold on. Can I change my MVP right quick?
All right, go ahead, Derek.
I'm changing my MVP to the whole defense. They should eat today because they don't have a mobile quarterback.
And you tell Master Davis I love him, man. I'm just mad today, okay? And I took it out on him, and I apologize.
Tell him that he'll definitely be up in the post game, I'm sure.
Yeah, just tell him, man, that I apologize. He like a son to me too. But I just don't like when these new youngsters think because they're in college, they think that, or because they doing. Look, man, y'all just getting out of the. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pulling them Pampers off. Y'all taking over. I'm giving it to y'all to take over. But don't y'all disrespect old people because y'all think y'all been somewhere. Okay?
Yeah. The whole defense gonna cook today, man. Because they got
I like that, Derek. They need to play well today if they can win this football game, y'all. But look, Saints fans, well, it's game time. Y'all go ahead and y'all enjoy this beautiful Sunday. Y'all get tuned in, man. It's the Detroit Lions coming in the dome today, man. It's not the same old Detroit Lions, but it is the Detroit Lions, man. I believe we can do it. Hopefully, y'all believe it too, man. I'll see y'all in the post-game show. And I got a 1, 2, 3. Who that? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Who that, baby? Who that?